What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Felicia Renee, and of course, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, before we get into the video, make sure you stop what you're doing and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on another video from me. Also, turn on your post notifications so that way you'll get notified every time that I upload a new video. So as you guys can see by the title, today is a back to school makeup tutorial. It's the back to school season. Everybody's getting ready, whether you're in 8th grade, high school, college, med school, it doesn't matter. You want to look cute. So of course I wanted to do this tutorial. Also, I'm going to be announcing the rules for the 1K giveaway. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video to see the rules, and make sure you're subscribed like I just said. Let me stop talking so much. Let's just go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start by moisturizing my face using the Pink Juice, what is it, the Glow Recipe moisturizer. And I love this one because it doesn't make my skin feel super oily, but it does leave it hydrated. And I feel like it kind of has like a little bit of tackiness to it in a good way, where I feel like the product actually sticks to your face, and it smells delicious as well. And then let me put some, I'm just gonna put some moisturizer on my lips, actually some lip gloss. This is the Victoria's Secret Minty Tint. I'm just doing this because my lips are dry and I need something. And as y'all can see, my skin has been a little, well, acting up here and there. I'm getting a couple breakouts. So as you see, like I have that one. This is recent, but don't worry, I'm gonna like clear these up. But first I'm gonna start by, matter of fact, before I even conceal, I almost forgot, let me put my primer on. So for today's primer, I'm gonna be using 2 of them. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Primed and Poreless, and then I'm also gonna use the Peachy and Primed. And I love these primers, and I like to go in with this one first to fill my pores, and then I go over with the other one with the Primed and Peachy, because that one helps to keep me matte. So I'm not even sure what I want to do first, but first I was going to do my eyes, but I'm just going to start off with my foundation. I'm going to use 2 of them, the Clinique Dramatically Different concealer and foundation. This is in the shade Ginger, and I'm going to use my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. This is in the shade Moray, and I'm just going to focus the Clinique around my T-zone, and then put the NARS, no, I'm going to put the Clinique around the perimeters of my face, because I feel like this one is really good coverage, and I feel like it's going to hide those dark spots, and my face is a little bit darker around the perimeter anyway, and this one is actually a little bit darker than the NARS one. And then I'm going to focus the NARS in the T-zone area. Okay, so I'm going to use my Japanese high density foundation brush just to brush that all into my skin. Now I'm gonna take my Morphe sponge, and I'm just gonna pat that and make sure all my foundation is blended out. Make sure any excess is kind of soaked up, just because we don't want to look cakey. So now for my contour, I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution contour stick in the shade F16. Then for concealer, I'm going to use 2 of them. I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Tan Sand, and I'm also going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 40 Cafe And I just like to use a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape because it is so thick and full coverage. And I like to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me because it's a yellow tone, and I feel like that just kind of blends it together perfectly. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. foundation, like a blurring brush. Why can't I talk? I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna take that and blend out the contour. And I like to blend out my contour first. That way I can clean up anything that I kind of like went ham with my contour shade. I can just clean that up with my concealer. But I'm just gonna buff that into my skin. And I'm trying to move as like fast as possible. I'm trying to get faster with doing my makeup, just so I feel like I can be a little bit more efficient, and also so I don't have to be late to like every event every time I'm like getting ready. And just to blend out my nose contour, I'm just going to use this. Okay, so I don't know what kind of brush it is, but I think it's just a small brush that I got from Marshall's. I'm just going to use that to like lightly tap and blend in my nose contour. Now I'm going to go back in with my Morphe sponge just to blend out that contour, I mean not the contour, blend out the highlight. Okay, so if this is not a concealer, enough concealer, then I don't really know what to tell you. We're just gonna blend out any harsh edges using my my Maybelline sponge, and I love this sponge. It is so soft. I really can't believe like I'm moving this fast, y'all. Like this is as fast as I've ever did my makeup, seriously. And I'm trying to really practice on moving faster. I'm proud of myself. My makeup may not turn out as great, but you know, sometimes you gotta sacrifice. No, just playing. And I'm just gonna use my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender sponge. It's like really, hold on, I got something in it. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender sponge and dap that in there, and I'm gonna use this to set my face. So now, just to, since I'm going to just lightly set my eyes, so that way I'll have a base for my eyeshadows, what I like to use is this small sponge. This is another Maybelline, and it's super small. I think it even looks bigger on camera, but it's small, and I like the way it just fits in a crack. I'm just going to blend out any creasing from the concealer off my eyelids. And then I'm going to lightly tap that in there. I'm not going to put too much, whatever was left over from me setting the, you know, the rest of my face. gonna take a little bit more, and I'm gonna use this to really kind of course, set my nose. I like to really bake on my nose because that's where I get the most oils. And even if I like kind of swipe away the remaining powder, I do like to let it sit on my nose just to soak those excess oils up. So I'm just gonna use this it's a tapered blending brush. Why is it not picking up? Okay, so I'm going to use this tapered blending brush to sweep away the excess powder off my eyelids. And I really like this brush because, as you can see, like, it's pointed and I feel like it's so precise. And you can just like really get into those creases. So I'm going to use that to sweep away the powder. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Morphe contour palette, and I'm going to be using the shades Blogger and Fabulous, and it's these two contour shades right here. So first I'm just going to go in with the lighter contour shade. It's called Blogger, and just really tap that around the perimeters of my face and really kind of give it a more soft bronze look. And then I'll go in with more of the darker shade to chisel out my cheeks. That's what I always like to do. I don't want my contour like super harsh, like right around my forehead. I want it to have, always, my favorite word, I always like it to have that gradient effect and really look natural, and then with a pop of like, you know. I'm going to use the highlight shade out of here, the golden one. It's called Big Bang, and I'm going to use my Morphe M438 brush. And I really love this brush because it's so like pointed, it's small, and I feel like it can be precise and like really focus it right on the tops of your cheek. And I always like to go in, I don't know, I like always, well, majority of the time I like to use two highlight shades. I kind of like to go in with a more golden one first before my blush, and then I like to go over it with a more like champagne-y type of you know, highlight. And this brush is so bomb. I don't know why, but I feel like being a little bit extra. So I'm gonna go in. Oh my god, I just almost tore something up. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with my MAC fan brush, and it's more of like a fluffy fan brush, and this is the MAC 140 SES, and it was like in a holiday collection. And I'm just gonna still take that same golden shade, but I just want to have it a little bit more fluffy and spread out, I guess. So before I go in with my second highlight, I'm gonna take my blush, and I'm gonna be using my MAC. What am I talking about? I'm gonna be using my Sigma Aura powder in the shade Corre Rosa. I didn't get my roll how I wanted it that time. Don't worry, we'll try again next time. But I love this blush, so I'm just gonna take that. And I love this brush to use because it's like slanted, and you can just really like go up the, you know, just kind of really get it precise on them cheekbones. And I always like to go over my I feel like I had a piece of hair on my lip, but I always like to go over my first highlight with my blush, because I feel like it just blends in really nicely. No. So now for my next highlight, I'm gonna use my Whisper of Guilt from MAC. And if you guys don't know, I absolutely love this highlight. Just so gorgeous, and I'm all in the way. But it's just so gorgeous, so pretty. And now I'm going to use, for this one, I like to use a very small brush, or a very more precise brush. And this is the Morphe M501 brush. And it kind of looks like that first one. Hold on, I wanted to focus. It kind of looks like the first one that I used, but it's a little bit smaller. So, look. If I can recommend any two brushes like this for you guys, it would be these two brushes, the M438 and the M501. It will change your life. It will change your highlight game. At least to me, I feel. So anyways, I'm going to take that and I'm going to use a little bit right on the top part of my cheeks. You see? And I feel like that just helps for it to be just so precise, you see? Get it right there. Okay. Well, you know what? I do want to put my lips on before I put my setting spray and do my eyes. So I'm just going to take my MAC lip liner in the shade Night Moth, and I'm getting down to the bare minimum. I love this lip liner, but yeah, it's gonna be time to purchase a new one soon. And then for my lipstick, I'm gonna use a NYX Liquid Suede, and this is in the shade Vintage Retro. And I really like this shade. Not quite sure what I want to do with the eyes, but from this point, my lips are pretty dark. So I'm going to do a more neutral eye. And this is my first time using this palette, but I want to use the Violet Voss Pro. And this is the Ride or Die palette. And it, oh my god, I just messed up this whole eyeshadow. Let me see if I can pack it in. My nail scraped it. Like, so irritating. So this is how the palette looks, and I don't want to blind you guys, but it has some pretty awesome shades in here, and I hope that's like really showing up. But let's see. So yeah, it has a variety of shades, and I'm gonna try to, I want to use this palette to actually do a more bold look, but like I said, today it's just gonna be something really simple, since this is more of like a back to school look, and I'm pretty sure you don't have time to do like cut creases and half cut creases and stuff. You're on your way to school, trying to hurry up. But yeah, I'm just gonna take hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Morphe M504 brush, and it's a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna use this lightest shade in the palette. It's called Abigail, and if I can show you guys without struggling, but it's this one right here. So I'm gonna take that shade, and I'm gonna use that as my first transition shade. And I love this palette already. Like, first of all, this mirror is just super big. Like, I can just see everything. And this shade, it's a very nice transition shade, and I feel like it's so close to my skin tone, or at least my skin tone while I have foundation on. But it's really nice. I feel like you could just kind of pop this into your crease and just put some wing liner on. Like, just to add a little dimension and color to your eyes and just go about your business. Like, this shade would be good. And this look is not super precise. This look is meant to be like, I'm on my way to school, I want to be cute, but I don't have time to just be doing the absolute most. And not just, even if you're not in school too, I don't want to just keep saying school. This is like a back to school look, but I'm doing it for anybody. You can, like, anybody of course can wear this look. You can wear it to work, you can wear it to church, you can wear it to the park. All right, I put it. Just make sure it's blended out. And then now I'm going to go in with that shade right underneath it just to add a little bit more color. I'm actually going to take both of those, and I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it. So it's going to be the shade Caitlin, and then I'm also going to use the shade Alice. So Caitlin and Alice, and these have some cute names. Like, they're actually like all real people names, like Michelle, April, Destiny, Ella. Like, I don't know what concept they were going for, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going in with the Caitlin shade first, kind of meeting the first transition shade, and I feel like that's giving me a little bit more pop of color. And you guys know, or if you don't understand already, I really love a warm tone eye. Like, I just love like orange and peachy tones. I feel like it really just complements my skin tone very well. Let me know what's your favorite tone. Like, what's your favorite kind of eyeshadow looks? Comment down below. And sometimes, like, when I'm talking to the camera or talking to you guys, like, I feel like I'm still in the process of, you know, getting used to talking to a camera, even though it seems like I'm talking to myself, but I'm not, because y'all gonna see it, and it's like kind of like we're having a conversation. But I wonder if my husband be listening, like, okay, she's a complete nut job. That's funny to me. I feel like I would wear this on an everyday. This would be an everyday look, like nothing else. Put some liner on and go, or either some lashes. Okay, that's it. That's enough of that shade. So I'm just gonna go in with that Alice shade, just a little bit towards the outer. Then I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. This mirror is huge. Like, I see the whole world. No. And I was trying to keep it out y'all way, but forget it. I'm not gonna hide. I can't hide it no more, because I'm gonna be in my lap, like, trying to hide this palette. Y'all just gonna have to understand. I'm looking at a mirror. Like, this should be enough by now. If you don't know, now you know. All right, I quit. So now I'm gonna go in with the Riley shade, and as you guys can see, they were kind of like all in. Hopefully, hold on, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see this shade, and it's a little bit more orange. And I just kind of went like straight down the line. That's all the orange shades, and kind of just build it up. So I'm taking now I'm going to take my Sigma E38 diffuse crease brush, and I love this crease brush as well. I think this is really one of my favorites, and it really helps you to pack on that color. So I'm just taking the darker or deeper orange shade, and I'm just using that to really kind of blend into my crease, and that's going to be pretty much it for the transition and crease colors. You know what, I thought I was done, but I'm just gonna go in with one last shade before I put the lid color, just to add a little bit more dimension. But you know what, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the lid color first, and then I'm gonna go focus one of the darker shades towards the outer V. So give me a second. Okay, so for my lid shade, I'm just gonna use this. I actually want to use a matte one, so I'm gonna use this shade right here in the corner. It's called Leslie, and it's like a very light taupey type of color, and I feel like it's very flesh tone. So really, I'm just using this shade to kind of make sure my eyelid is set. Okay, so now I have my lid shade down. I'm going to take my Morphe M506 brush, and this is kind of like a smaller penciled crease brush, and I'm going to take this shade down here. It's called Sarah, and it's this shade right here. I'm just going to take that and lightly tap it on my outer V just to add a little bit more dimension to the look. Just gonna lightly tap that on my outer V and then work it lightly into my crease. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Morphe M508 brush, and it's like a smudger brush, and I'm gonna take the shade Riley. It's this one right here. I'm gonna take that shade and just kind of smudge it into my bottom lash line. I'm gonna use my Stila Last All Day Stay All Day liner, and I'm just gonna lightly line my eyes. Anyways, I'm gonna use Too Faced black liner. Now I'm gonna go in with I'm gonna use my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and I've been using this a lot lately and I absolutely love it. It is just so bomb. Ooh, get that face nice and hydrated. Yes, you do, honey. Ooh. And while that's like low-key drying, I'm gonna hurry up and go back in with my Whisper of Guilt highlight with my, where did it go? I'm gonna use my Morphe 501 brush. I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Of course, I enjoyed creating it, and if you did, go ahead, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed. Also, turn on your post notifications so that way you're notified every time that I upload a new video and you won't miss out. And stay tuned for the giveaway. I'm gonna leave the instructions in the comment section, and just basically the instructions is make sure you're following me on all of my social media. So you can follow me on Facebook at my like page at Felicia Renee. My Instagram is Felicia Renee XO. I'll leave the links down below in the description box, and of course be subscribed to my channel and just stay updated on Instagram, because I'm going to be posting and showing you guys, or I guess like the description of what the rules are, and I'll be choosing a winner from probably there, or either like the comment section or something from here. But yeah, I'll get more descriptive on Instagram, so stay tuned for that. Let me stop talking so much much. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I'm gonna be checking. So if you're not subscribed, if you're not following me on all my social media, you will not win in the giveaway. But good luck to the winner, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial.
Send me your location, let's focus on communicating, 'cause I just need the time and place to come through.